This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
The cowards at ESPN, because I'm not big on what Dana White did whatsoever. Obviously, she shouldn't slap him, but he slapped her twice. And all I said is that if a woman's gonna slap you, you and I know, ain't no woman gonna hurt us with a slap. Come on, dude. Let's go. Do you not act like Jay-Z, not Dana White? That's all I'm saying. Am I right or am I wrong on this?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know anything about a Dana White swipe. I've been locked out of Cincinnati. No.
Oh yeah.
I have not seen anything that's happened in the world the last 5 days other than this DeMar Hamlin situation.
Well, his wife, they got into some argument. It was caught on film. She slaps him. He slapped her twice. Okay. Gotcha. And we all saw Solange go crazy on Jay-Z. And Jay-Z did, and that wasn't a slap. That woman was slapping, kicking, all kinds of stuff. And Jay-Z did what gentlemen do, what real men do. I'm not saying she has a knife and a gun and okay, that's a whole, if it's basic instinct, well, that's a whole different ballgame. Okay, forget about that stuff. Do you even know what basic instinct means?
Me? Yeah, I know what the reaction is, but I have nothing.
You know the movie Basic Instinct is what I'm saying. The Sharon Stone movie.
No, that's probably before my time.
That's why. Okay, that's what I'm saying. You got Sharon Stone. She was so possessive that she wanted to kill her boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah. Those kind of women, all hell's got to break loose. But I'm just saying, you got to act like Jay-Z, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's it.
Got you.
So?
Got you. Okay. I hear you. Like I said, I'm pretty lost on the situation, but I'm sure
he's gonna dance around it. Okay. All right.
No, I literally have not seen it. I've literally not seen it.
Well, you'll see it. It's out there. You won't see it on ESPN because those cowards have been told to stay away from it because they're in bed with the UFC and Dana White. Anyway, obviously you've been in a really tough situation. The good thing about all of this now, Cam, is that he's really come through now and he's headed in the right direction now, communicating with his team and everything today. I thought it was awesome. In fact, I called this and you did watch Rocky, right? You did watch Rocky 2, right?
Rocky
2, right?
I've watched, yes.
You remember Talia Shire wakes from the coma and looks at him and says, win.
Right.
Well, today was the Talia Shire moment for the Buffalo Bills. I think they're going to unleash the Kraken on the Patriots after hearing from DeMar today.
Yeah, before today, I thought, and I was actually talking to my producer about this, they're either going to come out and destroy the Patriots or they're going to come out flat. But hearing today just how the FaceTime video went, how much he pumped them up, how much he, flexed on them, they're going to kill the Patriots. Like it just seems like the most likely conclusion here. And the Bills seem like a team of destiny because of DeMar and fighting for DeMar. And so really just being here the last 4 days, telling this story, it dramatically switched. It went from concern and worry and what's going to happen to the most positive news they could have expected. And so the Bills team was like really on tilt, trying to figure out exactly how can we move on? How can we react? And now DeMar is essentially giving them the thumbs up, like, go ahead, get them. And I can't wait to see, one, what the emotions are like Sunday for the Buffalo Bills, and also, the intensity, because I'd imagine that it's on a level they hadn't played on all season.
Yeah, no, because this gives them the green light now. They can feel good about all of this because now they see that their brother has come through and clearly headed in the right direction. And just awesome, man. And by the way, those first responders and their trainers need to be, given some major props at the end. I don't know if there's MVPs that we can hand out to first responders, but we got to give it to those guys.
Yeah, I think the Bills GM, Brandon Beane, spent the first 5 minutes of his press conference just thanking every single medical professional by name, the first responders by name, every single person, even the equipment guy who took off the face mask to allow them to do CPR on the field. He thanked Zach Taylor, the Bengals head coach. I had never seen so many thank yous, but I think it's so appropriate because a lot of these people don't get named by name. And so they are, like you said, the true MVPs of these last 4 days. And so, yeah, I think the Bills have something planned for to honor, the first responders and medical professionals Sunday. And I can't wait to see that because, as doctors mentioned yesterday, it's very clear that the quick actions of the people on the field not only saved DeMar's life, but also saved his, brain and have him talking today. And so I think those guys and ladies, there's no amount of praise that's too much for those medical professionals because, man, this could have been a different tragedy.
And there was a trainer that got there before the emergency people had started CPR, correct?
Yeah, the Bills assistant trainer, Danny Wellington, is the guy who, was first on the scene to start doing CPR on DeMar. And that was the action that the doctors mentioned was critical to saving DeMar's life and his brain functions. And so, he had no hesitation. A lot of us, we reacted, especially in the stadium, we're shocked. We're trying to figure out what's going on. He reacted like that. And a lot of the Bills and Bengals trainers and medical personnel reacted like that. And that's why I can have a smile, and a lot of people in America can have a smile because DeMar seems like he's gonna be okay.
His GoFundMe page, man, that's one hell of a response by a lot of people all over the world, man.
Yeah, nearly $8 million. And it's crazy because his mom was talking about just all he wanted to do was raise $2,500. That was the only goal. He's a college kid, didn't even have the NFL. It's $2,500. Give back, do something. And now over $8 million. The doctor talked about, he's going to have an endless amount of toys that he can buy. I think Brandon Beam mentioned they're going to get cars at some point. They're going to be able to get cars away at some point. And, I've just kind of learned a little bit more about the foundation in the coming days. They're going to make it a nonprofit that'll be directed by his dad. And they also want to direct future donations to the hospital here and the first responders that saved his life. He said that we love all the donations, but there's also, if people want to continue to donate, they can donate to the hospital. That was a huge part in our recovery and saving our life and the people on the field. And so, I'm still trying to figure out information that I can pass along as far as how you donate to those people. But like I said, there's not enough praise that can be given to the people who, gave us this great news today.
I disagree with canceling the game. I think it's a terrible idea. I think it doesn't really settle things properly. I know that this is unprecedented and all that good stuff, but you have the space for it. You have the dead week of the Super Bowl. Everything can be pushed back a week. No playoffs have been set. No fans have bought tickets. No fans have bought plane tickets. No fans have purchased hotels. The only thing that's set is the Super Bowl. But you could actually make next week Bengals and Bills. And by the way, somebody even mentioned it to me, which I didn't even realize. You can actually even play the wild card weekend at the same time also. And then everything falls into place after that because those two teams affect the top of the playoffs, not the bottom part of it. And so I don't really understand that part. You know what I'm saying? I would actually have the week apart because that way they can get their bye week. If one of them do end up getting, deserving the bye week, they can have all of that. I just wish they would have done that because the dead week of the Pro Bowl is, it's now a skills competition and stuff. It's not that important. In fact, all these playoffs and that Bengals-Bills game will have the sick ratings. And I know people tell me, well, you'll have to relive the DeMar thing. Well, the DeMar thing ends up in a good place, but you're going to have to relive it anyways. If Cincinnati and the Bills meet in the playoffs, that's exactly what's going to be talked about anyway, as much as the league may want to avoid it. So I'm not big on eliminating this. I know there's no right and no wrong way to do it. I just wish they would have done it that way, so that way everything ends the way it's supposed to end.
Yeah, I think the ideal scenario, and I got to leave out of this to get ready for my 1 o'clock hit, but I think the ideal scenario was you play all 17 games, right? But then you think about how many people and teams are sort of in a disconvenience, in a different situation, right? And I think the problem comes into you push people back a week, you push things back. There's going to be 15, 20, 30 teams that are impacted versus, this schedule change may impact 2 or 3 teams. And so the Bengals are unhappy about this process. The Bills and Chiefs are impacted on this, but the rest of the league mostly is untouched, right? And so I think, I don't know what the right answer was. Maybe it is forcing it back a week. Maybe it is pushing the Super Bowl. But, that complex scenario.
The Super Bowl's not pushed back at all.
Right.
You don't even have to touch the Super Bowl because you have the dead week before the Super Bowl. So all you do is push everything back, and week 19 becomes alone for the Bills and the Bengals. And then week 20, 21, and 20 are the regular weeks for the rest of what you won't have is the Super Bowl teams having the dead week that you normally have.
I get you. And like I said, maybe that was a scenario that could have happened. I just hope that we get to see that coin toss, the Bengals, Ravens. That'd be fun. But let me run real quick, man. I appreciate you for your time, and we'll chat again on Sunday.
You got it, baby. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah. There you go. Cameron Wolfe with our KSDT CPA Sports Business Report.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.